Oh, hello everyone. It's time to pick up where I left off with another Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster one command challenge run. Continuing from the Magnetic Cave. I'm saved inside the Magnetic Cave. So you can see along the right-hand side there the current characters that I have and the skills that they have access to. Just get the game up here. So Cecil, of course, as always, is locked into attacking. I have him in the back row right now because we're in the Magnetic Cave, so he's an archer. Doing surprisingly good damage as an archer, and not having to worry about limited arrow supply like in the Super Nintendo version. If you have an arrow equipped, you can just keep firing it. Tella, very fortunately, has access to black magic. Sid is also another attacker. And Yang is, I guess, my dedicated healer, since he's only allowed to use items. So potentially going to be relying on him. The problem there is I don't have access to buy lots of better potions yet, so if I get in a pinch, then he's just going to have to be spamming normal potions. Now, before I get too far into this run, I need to get the stream started off on the right foot with the traditional pre-stream pour. Gotta get myself a fizzy beverage. There we go, nice. Lots of ice in this one tonight. Oh, that's so fizzy. Alright. Delicious. Alright. Just gonna spam my link in one more place and then I'll be ready to go. Alright. That's good for me, so gonna have to get back into the swing of things here while I'm playing, and remember what commands I'm allowed to use. And indeed, where the heck I'm going. Alright, I think this is a winnable one. Sid can attack. Cecil can attack. I don't want to waste magic on these normal guys yet. Look at that! Cecil is just obliterating these things with a bow. Look at that cool little magnetic effect on the rock walls. Alright, we got some treasures. Ooh, a nice potion for Yang. And some more junky items that Yang can use on enemies if need be. Are these guys gonna, like, stun me? Or insta-kill me? Because I am working with limited uses of Phoenix Downs. Oh, piece of cake. Piece of cake. Cecil can handle these things. Alright, is there a treasure on the outside of this big run? Ooh, some bats. Probably easily killable. Especially for a bow and arrow. Certainly not up that side. No. No treasure out there. As long as I'm not getting too beat up, which is taxing for my item reserves, I don't mind fighting a lot of these wimpy batches of enemies, because leveling up as much as possible incidentally without having to like stop and actually try to grind levels is going to be beneficial in the long run. I really don't want to waste stream time sitting around somewhere and just like grinding out levels if I don't absolutely have to. Oh good, a claw. Claws are allowed to be equipped. Ooh, big batch. Draculady. It's not quite on the level of like a Dragon Quest or Pokemon enemy name pun, but it is up there. Oh yeah, the Holy Arrow is absolutely devastating them. Stun isn't too bad, especially if it hits someone like Tella or Yang, since they're not doing anything in most of these normal battles. But yeah, a death... I usually fight them until one bad status effect happens, and then I bugger off. Like, this is a big group of enemies, and ogres are pretty durable, so I'm not going to spend too much time fighting those. Yeah, I was going to say, this kind of looks like the kind of room where I would tent up. Although I didn't use any magic, so I think we'll just potion up a little bit. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to want to go get that treasure. Cecil really putting in work. An emergency exit, that's nice. Since no one can technically cast white magic. Rather than just spamming the button, I'll go ahead and strategically put him on the Draculady first. So the last major boss I fought was Kangnatsu, the Water Fiend, and he went down disappointingly quickly with 2 Thundagas from Tella. 2 well-timed Thundagas. Alright, I'm going to take a quick peek at my task manager since I have been kind of monitoring my streams ever since I started crashing a couple weeks ago, which is extraordinarily unpleasant when you're streaming. Just seeing if anything weird or suspicious pops up. Not that I really care if Tella lives. Although I guess his magic will probably be helpful in here. And potions are cheap. Alright, I forget what the game plan is on the Dark Elf. think we're kind of supposed to get brutalized. Probably not that brutalized. Oh yeah, we are supposed to get that brutalized. All right, time for Edward's big moment. Living the heroic dream. As heroic as a bard can be. I hear a Doberman out there barking. Uh-oh. He can't control the magnetic field. It's time to gear up. Oh wow, we got healed and everything. Lucky us. Did anyone else have anything even remotely metallic? You might as well have more int. Oh, bow and arrow is probably actually better for you than your wooden hammer. The legend sword. Currently my best weapon. And Yang is mostly pretty lightweight anyway. But we'll slam the power armlet on there. And we'll get Cecil back in the front row. Yang can go in the back row since all he's doing is using items. I'll go ahead and do a quick save so I don't have to do that all over again. Okay. Let's throw some black magic out here. Just to see what happens. Terrible Sid. Yeah, black magic does not do anything too interesting. At least not for this phase of the fight. Cecil's still doing tons of damage. Well, it didn't take long to get him into Dark Dragon form. Let's find out. You wanted to check Tornado? Let's just see what happens. Well, it missed. I think it's going to be riding on Cecil's shoulders. What else can we do that's remotely interesting? Oh my, you've got to be kidding me. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just noodling through menus and he just got killed by like 2 normal attacks from Cecil as a pig. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this extremely easier version of the game. Time to head back to town, I guess. No reason not to use my emergency exit. Really excited for the dramatic storyline scenes where Cecil appears as a pig. Alright, let's fly back to town. Due to laziness. Yo, special crystal delivery. Oh, I'm not a pig anymore. Alright, time for the more interesting Cecil, Tella, Yang, and Sid challenge, which is the Tower of Zot. Where was that? Oh no, I need to get permission first, don't I? Better talk to them. Better actually talk to them and get permission. Alright, time to loot the place. Give me treasures. Oh yeah, look at all this stuff. Some supplies for Yang, an elixir. Oh, we love to see elixirs. A great bow. Some irrelevant arrows, since I already have a bunch of arrows. A silver apple. That's a permanent stat boost item, isn't it? Does the game care? Doesn't seem to, for accuracy purposes, which hand you put the bow and which hand you put the arrow. I'm going to give him a bow and arrow just because with his base level hammer, he was pretty crap. He was pretty crap. Sorry, Sid. Eventually you will get a hammer that you can use. Well, thanks for this room of empty junk. Oh, I already looted it, that's why. Yeah, I already looted all this stuff. Some thief has been here already. Well, we might as well go say goodbye to passed out Edward, since we won't be seeing him again for quite some time. What a nice moment. Alright. Alright. We'll hit the shops for one last look. And we'll hit the inn. Although I don't think there's anything too interesting here. Yeah, I'm not too fussed. I'll be picking up some new stuff in the tower anyway. Oops. Alright, time to de-pigify with a good night's sleep. And we are ready to roll. Oh, I guess if Sid has a bow and arrow... he might as well be in the back row as well. So it's just Cecil and a bunch of back row dwellers. I always liked that the Tower of Zot is just straight up, and then you just walk in. Given this world, I guess it makes sense. And the fact that the tower is this big robo-type layout, that the Tower of Zot could be like a floating castle or floating island or something. All right. Ambushed by some cold beasts. Well, let's throw Fire 2 out at the group. We are taking a whooping. Oops, I'm not allowed to use Gird. I was trying to go down to item. Well, fortunately that doesn't really do anything. And it looks like it might not even be needed. Oh, I should have bought new items. That's what I should have done in Troya before I came up here. The old item supply might be low. Actually, I can item up between battles. The tower near Eblon is the top of the Tower of Babil. It's a different... it's not the Tower of Zot. It's a different tower. Alright, we're getting some levels in here. Flame Mail, that sounds nice. Can you use that? Do we want it on Cecil first, since he's in the front row taking hits? But can you use... nah, you can't use Knight's Armor, so... we'll spread the love. Puppets! I think I'm going to stick to iteming outside of combat just so I don't get messed up with my cursor memory. This way I can spam. Oh, Cecil's damage is not as impressive as it was in the cave with those holy arrows. Kind of want to go back there. Send me back to my cave home. Yeah, we're going to run low on potions. This is probably not going to be good. This place is a mess. Yeah, I'm not going to fight those guys. Waste of magic. Ooh, look at that, a treasure. Oh, monsters! I bet I know what this guy doesn't want to face. Let's just try the Ice 1. See if Hubris... Oh yeah, that doesn't do too much. We're going to want a higher level of ice spell than that. Can't say I'm a giant fan of the different spell effects in this game. I have a lot of nostalgia for the old Final Fantasy IV spell effects. Alright. Now we got some Cecil damage on the go. Oh, classic. The old back attack. I do kind of want to fight these guys too since I have that flame sword, but we're not off to the best. You know what? I'm not going to bother. I'll fight the next batch. I don't like starting a fight super beat up. There. Let's just beat these guys up. Oh, you can't re-equip in battle? Pretty sure you used to be able to re-equip in battle. Those dudes were easy enough. I do want to get to a tent room though, so I can heal up without using all my potions. Be very interesting to see how the boss fights go in here. Very interesting. We'll find out sooner rather than later. Nice, a preemptive strike. Give us a chance to reduce our number of cold beasts by 50%. 100%. I always start getting nervous about bosses, like before each boss, and then they go down in 2 hits and I end up being super disappointed. So I'm going to try not to get my hopes up too high. Although, with the boss in here, at least, is, it's more of a gimmick. So, like, you have to rely a little bit more on mechanics and not just punching it with Cecil over and over again. So we'll see how it goes. Getting a new hammer for Sid will definitely will help things along. I'm not going to go past here. Well, there are enemies in here who... Well, he can't attack anyway, so what does it matter? What does it matter? I don't need to have claws on him. Just thought of that. Might as well just sell the claws. I was thinking of the trio boss. The Magus Sisters. With the old Delta attack. Final Fantasy loves a good Delta attack. Edge can definitely equip claws, but what I don't know yet is whether Edge is allowed to attack. Edge has a relatively large skill pool as well, so it's certainly possible that he'll be stuck doing something that's not super useful for me. Soldieress and Sorceress. Wow, someone did some damage to Cecil there. Don't like to see that. Guess I better at least drop a potion or two. Just in case this is a monster chest. I forget where they all are. So that is the Earth Hammer. That's a good one. So you're going back in the front row, Sid. Now that you can attack with your Earth Hammer. Yay! Much better. He's technically not allowed to do that. I just wanted to see if it still worked. And that did less damage than his normal attack would have done, so... Unfortunately, Sparks, you have to have the item equipped to be able to use it as an item, and Young cannot equip hammers. Although I should check his claws. I wonder if any of his claws can be used as an item. I kind of doubt it. Actually, maybe the fairy claws can be used to cast sleep or something? Let's find out. No, they can't be used. I meant to cast that on everyone, and now we're getting beat to shit, so I'm just gonna run. A waste of magic points. Yeah, he does have a couple status effect type claws as well, but not that you can use. It's just on-hit effects. Which is useless for my Young, since he can't attack, to proc those effects. Alright, sweet relief. Alright, here we go. One final showdown with some cold beasts in before we get to the next room. Encouraging, big damage. Sid with a level. Alright, let's see how this goes. I am not prepared for this battle. I'm super not prepared for this battle. I forget which one I kill first. I think it's the tall one. Because she's the one that casts white magic. The middle one's the one with the revive. Oh. Well, no sense in black magicking now with Reflect up. Don't need items yet. Alright, we'll focus the middle one down. How dare you? Ooh, now I can cast magic. Bio, that's a nasty one. I'm definitely getting lots of time to noodle through menus here. I have the active battle setting on max speed, too. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Nom nom nom. I wonder if I can unconfuse him. Ooh, you know what? I can use back a cider on my characters to berserk them. Cecil and Sid can be berserked for faster and better damage. I'm honestly just going to spam attacks at this point. I'm super not scared. Tella taking magic points from my own teammates is actually a legit strat for this. Alright, now the Wind Fiend actually might be troublesome because Kain is not allowed to jump. Kain's only allowed to use items. I'm going to take a very short break to have a couple sips of my fizzy beverage. Yeah, so far none of the bosses... Well, the only boss that gave me trouble was the Water Fiend, and that's just because I mistimed any of my attacks. So he had a chance to get his Tsunami attack off before I could do anything to dispel his water. And the Tsunami attack, of course, wiped my entire team. But even then, when I went back in, I pretty much just instantly killed him, so... let's see. That won't do either. Well, we're going to want Kain and Rosa both to be in the back row. So this is pretty good. All right, let's go. Let's head out. We're all drinked up. Hello there, Kain. Hello, Galby. I always love this scene with Tella. Because he's on such a tear. tell his casting speed certainly bumped up a notch. It would have been super great if Galbez was actually dead here. Like, if this scene took place, I mean, I know Galbez is needed later, but to have, like, a big, scary, like, boss-type character and then take him out halfway through the game because of a really good plot storyline battle like that, that would be so cool. Alright, so I do have to say, not a huge fan of the new meteor effect. I like the old... If they were doing a pixel remaster, they should have given us all the little falling meteors that just go right through the screen and make that pew pew effect. Yo. So we will technically have kind of a white mage, since Rosa can use Prey, and it's the only thing that she can do. Kane and Young both stuck on items. Cecil and Sid both stuck on attacks. And to be honest, I think... I wonder if it's worth using Bacchus' Cider on Cecil and Sid in this battle. Yeah, I mean, the reason I re-rolled Tella is because he literally lost the skill that I rolled. Whereas Rosa has access to Prey. So it's legit, it's on the up and up. She's stuck with Prey unless someone wants to buy a reroll. These were the rules set forth by the RNG Council. But so far the game has been embarrassingly easy, so we'll see. We'll resort to that if it becomes a problem later. It very well may not become a problem. Okay, maybe the Wind Spear is something you can use as an item. Trying to see if I wanted to poach anything from him. It doesn't matter since she... Well, I guess she doesn't want to take hits. So she should get something. But her weapon doesn't matter. Alright. I guess I probably should have quick saved there. Alright, let's do this. Only jump attacks will work. Too bad. We can't do that. And you want items. Oh, she's toast. Let's bring her back. This might not be good. This might not be good. We are being severely inhibited. Okay, let's see. Let's gold needle you up. You can pray. You have to attack. Let's go ahead and try the old Bacchus trick. Might as well. Oh, you can only use it on yourself? Brutal. I guess I kind of don't... Unless she has area spells, I kind of don't need to heal these people up, because Cecil will just guard them. Alright, it has come to this. Let's see what else we can throw at her. Zeus's Wrath? Nope. Rosa, you need to get your prayer game back on point. Hasn't worked at all yet this battle. At least Sid is doing a little bit of damage. This is actually a hilarious fight. What else do we think we can do? Stop. Haste, but that'll only work on himself. Yeah, that's unfortunately not great. Alright, it's time to start unstoning my main attackers. Get her, Sid. We're gonna end up having to beat her with 100 damage attacks. Alright, we only have a couple of gold... Oh, no! She did attack him. Alright, let's be ready with a big potion for Cease. Ooh, this is not going to be good because he's going to be trying to guard everyone, but he's going to be toast. Let's break out an X potion for him. This was the one battle that I was thinking ahead to. When I was planning this run. And I was thinking, because I had it so Cecil was guaranteed, like, set to have attack. So he could be ready for the solo sections of the game, since I didn't want to get totally cornered. And I thought to myself, what about that Valvalis fight? Should I make it so Kain has to have a jump? But I honestly thought that would be too OP. Because then that's like basically guaranteeing one of my endgame characters has his best move. So I didn't do it. And now here we are, chipping away at Valvalis 100 damage at a time. Well, at least those big attacks are fairly infrequent. $75 damage. Keep it up. The journey of 1,000 hit points starts with the very first 75 damage. Oh, that's respectable. 300, almost 300 damage from Cecil on some of these attacks. Surely she can't survive that for too much longer. Especially given how nerfed all of the bosses have been in this game so far. I'm going to Gold Needle Rosa. Rose is actually the first character that I'm going to allow to die if I have to, since the guys with items will be pretty important. Yeah, like, we need that not to be the case. Well, I don't have any gold needles anymore. So what do I have? I only have 2 remedies left, too. Ooh. What if these attacks aren't actually doing damage to her, and it's just like showing damage numbers, but the mechanic of her tornado is making it not go through? That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, not another tornado on Cecil. Oh no. We don't have any high potions or X potions left. I definitely don't want to use an elixir on a chump battle like this, so we have to hope for Rosa's prayer to come through. Oh, Rosa, no! Come on. No, miss! You're not doing me any favors here, Cecil. Come on, prayer. I don't want to blow all my potions on him if he's decently healthy, because he could just get instantly tornadoed down again. Another big 300 damage attack. Couple more of those. I can feel it. She's getting low. Oh no. Come on. Come on, Sid. Sparks, I would say if we're re-rolling a character based on a tip, then I would remove the current move from the randomizer, just because it would not be fair for someone to give a donation to the stream and then just have it go to nothing. If it's just me, then I don't mind getting screwed over myself by RNG, but it's not fair for viewers to get screwed over by RNG. I don't think she's worth weak to holy, but it's definitely worth trying something, isn't it? Well, I can't actually change equip in the middle of battle in this version. Unless there's a way that I'm not seeing how to do it. Let's go. We're in the home stretch. We just need to get a couple good spammed attacks off. Uh-oh. Oh, that's it for Kane. He's a rock. We kind of need to get him back. Having more itemers alive is going to be important. Actually, yeah, if both my itemers turn into rocks, then we can't do anything. Okay, where's my remedies? I like that they're desperately trying to teach me something here, and I'm like, no, spam attacks, only attacks. Game is like, please, Kong. Oh, damn. I only have one remedy left. Oh, we got her! Oh, man, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. What a dirty, dirty fight. Just stubbornly hitting her for 70 damage. Used all my high potions, all my X potions, all my gold needles, almost all my remedies. What a ridiculous battle. I don't think there are any other battles in the game other than Bahamut, but he's optional. But I don't think there are any other battles in the game that are going to be like that hard limited by my skill set. So Bahamut will obviously be limited because I don't have anyone who can cast Reflect. And now that I know you can only use those single-use items on yourself, I can't even rely on Kane to use those reflective curtains on the entire party. So my only hope is going to be that I get Fuso Ya and roll white magic on him, because then he'll be able to cast Reflect on my team. I bet I know where to use it. Yeah, thanks, Sparks. Thanks for coming to the stream, and same to you. Good luck in Apex tomorrow if you're planning on playing. I'm not sure where you are in your climb already. I am not very far in my climb, but I think I might have gotten my streaming issues sorted out, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing and possibly streaming some nice, sweet Apex battles. All right. So, one thing I definitely want to do is restock on items before I try to do anything too sneaky. I like how life at the castle is kind of back to normal. Well, you know, there are a lot of units that you can teleport on round 1 that ends up being a good strat. So maybe you can't do it as mindlessly as before, but I bet it'll still work. Good luck in your climb. I bet you hit Lang this weekend for sure. So this guy's not going to be able to sell me too much. But I have a lot of money, so... might as well put it to good use. A few more tents. A few more tents never hurt anyone. So none of this stuff will matter. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to have a healing staff on hand, just in case. Just in case. There's a way back there, isn't there? There is, but I forget how. Well, it's not literally from the back of the building. There we go. Found it. That's some of my gold needle money. There's a lot of junk like that laying around in various towns. I have a good feeling about this little town. That I totally just randomly discovered with no prompting whatsoever. Nothing too interesting here. Oh, the naming way. I knew he had to be around somewhere. Alright, I'm actually going to call it there. That was pretty good progress for a short little stream. We got Kane and Rosa back. We got through the Magnetic Cave and the Tower of Zot. We got through the fight with the Magnetic Dark Elf, the fight with the Magus Sisters, and one of the Elemental Fiends, which was a true epic grind of a fight. That's a stream highlight for sure. So I'm going to call it here. I'm going to save it before we travel to the Underworld, and that will be where I start the next stream with the opening the Underworld and all of the drama that follows that stuff. And the path to changing our party once again will begin on that stream, so we'll have to see what happens. Thanks for watching, everyone. The challenge is going well so far. I think Valvalis was one of the main obstacles, so it's looking like possibly pretty rosy for most of the rest of the run, but there are still some interesting things that I'm going to have to figure out how to get around. I'm really excited to get to Bahamut and see what I can do with that. Anyway, this weekend we'll probably be streaming Apex Arena in Langrisser, and then I'll get back to some more Final Fantasy probably next week. So I'll catch you then.